So this is just a brief video to help you understand the things I get out of using cash flow software to run my business that I can't get from Xero. Xero is great, obviously, but as a reporting tool, it is obsolete now. Even with the new SIFT system, Float, the cash flow software is much, much better. Okay, and this is what I get out of it. Firstly, the software, the cash flow software, Float, tells me if I'm going to run out of money in the future. I know there is cash flow forecasting in Xero, but it's so basic and it takes so much manipulation that it's not a good investment of your time. Float makes it really easy, but this isn't a plug for Float. We do sell it and set it up for clients. But if you think about one of the most important things you can understand about your business is it's whether or not you're going to run out of money. Like, not to state the obvious, but if you run out of money, you can end up with so many issues. Also, inversely to that, it tells me times when I'm going to end up with too much money and when I should invest that money or extract it for personal investment. It keeps me aware of annual payments, quarterly payments, like biannual payments that have to be made, especially with taxes. Xero is great at working out things like your VAT and telling you how much that's going to be. It's great at working out things like your corporation tax if your accountant set it up correctly, which you should get them to do. But the reality is, it's just going to tell you about the historic amounts of those. If you can actually just predict what tax you're going to pay next year and put it in the right place in the forecast so you know exactly when it's going to be due, it's so easy to keep track of those one-off annual payments like taxes, insurances, all that kind of stuff. Ultimately, if you're making a decision, you just want to know, am I going to end up with too much money because of this decision? Sure, let's make that decision, then work out what to do with that money. Or will I end up with not enough money if I make that decision? And then that's not great. Let's not make that decision or make that decision in a different way. I could list off a massive list of features Float has, but it wouldn't be helpful here because it actually just comes down to those like two main things. Am I going to have too much money? In that case, I need to do something, or am I going to run out in case I need to do something about it? And just not being caught out, which is the third thing, by these one-off or annual or quarterly or biannual payments. And that should be more than enough to justify its price. So if you want to find out a bit more about that software, then get in touch.